Welcome to this channel. So in past 1 week or so, I have been busy making the short strike Wing Chun's Chinese language videos and writing a few Chinese articles on the 1850s Wing Chun, and also participate in the Chinese martial art forum discussions on 1850s Wing Chun. So many of our friends will ask, well, Henrik, when are you going to come back to share with us in the English language? I like to share with you one thing. Traditional Chinese martial art right now is in a crisis. So since Xi Xiaodong exposing the fake traditional Chinese martial arts, right now it have escalated into people making videos to exposing the grandmaster and the styles. Okay, so as in this video, so by evidence, the video maker is exposing that this grandmaster get popular because of movie. And look at what is the claim versus the reality of traditional Chinese history by evidence. By this, you know, many so-called grandmaster and so forth style, which is being promoted like mystical, magical, internal, being pulled down. What can you say when people show you this is what you claim, this is what reality? You are selling snake oil. This thing doesn't even exist in the ancient Chinese history. So it has been going through style by style. Okay. So in the traditional Chinese martial arts Chinese forum, I share openly. We better be honest on presenting who we are, what is our art, what is our style, or else you get into one of those videos, you completely trash, right? In one way, you traditional Chinese martial art cannot compete with Xi Xiaodong. On the other way, you get trashed by the reality of traditional Chinese martial art history or the Chinese history. What left do you have? So this stuff going on, you can expect that within years, the entire thing will be trashed and collapse if we don't stand on solid ground. So it is coming. So if we in traditional Chinese martial art do not have the historical evidence, do not have the uniqueness of the style, and you make up of your grandmaster, or you using movie, like in here, it talk particularly, oh, this grandmaster is famous because of the movie, the Grandmaster. Well, you are done. You are finished. Okay. So it is better to present what is the truth. You know, nobody expect perfection. But if you speak the truth, you have evidence. Nobody can step on you. But if we don't speak the truth and present with evidence, then what are we doing? So Wing Chun is a big community, or a big thing. and I am not the savior or the authority or the grandmaster to lead Wing Chun or anything. I'm just a common researcher, and because we have found the evidence, the uniqueness of Wing Chun 1850s, that's why we share in this channel. That's why it's in this book as it. With this, nobody can touch us when they go into history, because we have history facts, we have the evidence, and now, as you all know, that I put in scientifically based on here. So even if they use MMA standard, we use sports science standard and evidence by details. And that's the way how we secure and protected the Wing Chun culture. Without that, you expect it's going to be tearing apart. See, the MMA friends, the friends who based on historian is not going to give you face. They don't care who is your grandmaster. They don't care how many movies you make. They tear you apart, like I show you. Okay? And you see that the people who is in this trend, the fan or the supporter, grow. Hundreds of thousands, keeping growing. And you cannot blame them, because they are presenting the truth. So it is up for us, if we love Wing Chun, we're presenting the truth. Nobody cares if your father is a billionaire or a handyman. The issue is that be truthfully explaining what it is. This is the facts, the evidence. So that's what I'm sharing in Asia, and of course, this is getting to somebody's dislike. A few days ago, there is a famous Wing Chun Sifus saying that I am trying to make myself authority and so forth, so forth. Accuse me for that. And I tell him flat, I'm for the Chinese culture. I want nothing to do with your martial art community and all those kind of stuff. It is Chinese culture, okay? Period. So you walk your path, I walk my path. Because if people want to do anything they like, you know, that's their problem. But this is Chinese culture. Hey, Wing Chun is not owned by any family or any people. Wing Chun is a Chinese culture. This is the part I can help to preserve and to let people know and to expand the Wing Chun. Not talking about other people's lineage or other people's grandmaster or so forth, so forth. So I ask people, you walk your path, I walk my path. I'm for culture, okay? I'm the best fighter, I'm the authentic lineage. I care less on that. What I care is culture. And of course, there are also well-known or famous traditional Chinese martial art grandmaster who agree with what I'm doing. who support that for the culture, because they know with this kind of stuff flying around, accelerate. When they dig your stuff up, you need to know what you are facing. Your empire can collapse overnight. Okay? And yet, what can you do? So the issue is like this. If it is according to a certain people's history without the evidence and so forth, when this new generation of Chinese dig it out and prove it to you that you are wrong, like in this thing I just showed you, number one, it's unfair for the ancestor. They didn't do that. The second thing is, it's unfair for the future generations, because why do the culture have to be wiped out because of your family, your belief, your grandmaster, whatever, your stuff? Another thing is that you leave people today in depression because suddenly they say, huh? I think this way. My Sifu teach me this way. How can this is reality? So this is the crisis. Okay? If we don't deal with it properly, with evidence, with scientific, you know it's not going to stay for long. Probably just take years, or just hit one of this time bomb. I tell people that this is a time bomb. If we lie, we know it's going to explode. Okay? And what is the consequence of those explosions if you don't have the evidence to support who you are? See, we don't want to claim that we are the best art in the world, the oldest, whatever, like you watch in the movies. We just want to present what exists there by evidence and scientifically. That way, everybody can stand tall. So my job, or my goal is simple, straightforward. If this is a history, it is like this. With evidence, we say it is so. If it is not, we say it is not. Okay, this is a short strike Wing Chun. I cannot say Wing Chun can be everything. Everything in 1850. It can be long fist, it can be going, Wing Chun have this ground fighting too. What are you talking about? So in Wing Chun restriction, we say exactly what it is. We don't make claim which is not proper and cannot back by claim, by evidence. So this is the problem now. And of course, lately there are people who play expert in Wing Chun, and guess what? They have no idea what is a short strike Wing Chun, and they're doing all kinds of really baseless claim and writing a book for that. So you know what happened on Wing Chun? Let me tell you what is the crisis. On one way, you have Xi Xiaodong's supporter exposing stuff left and right, going to details Chinese history. By evidence, check out everything. Today's, is in the information world. You can Google everything and see what is that. On the other way, you have those people who pretend to be expert in Wing Chun. Oh, this is not pure Wing Chun, like this person said. This 1850s Xiu Lim Tao is not pure Wing Chun. Now you look at this thing. Where is your Wing Chun left if you not present it by evidence and by scientific-based verifications. Not to mention, what do you really get anyway? If you don't have scientific base, you don't have historical evidence, what do you train? So I'm almost done with I'll say they're almost done. Probably I'll make one more video on the red boat training band in Chinese. And there's only what I can do. I am not an authority. I am not promoting myself as the grandmaster. I am not the leader of everything. What I want is just one thing. I'm a Chinese descendant. What I want is when I die, I go to the other side of the world, I can face my ancestor in red boat, that I don't screw you guys. I just want to stand tall, okay? As what other people want to do, that's your problem. I'm not the authority. I'm not the leader or the chief man to dictate anybody. I just want to make sure that what I'm doing, when I face the ancestors some days, which we all going to die, as a Chinese, you face your ancestor, then you can be strict. So this is to share with you. Yes, it is a crisis. If we don't take it carefully, your entire culture can be wiped out. And thereon, you get stamped. This style is just a snake oil style. It never exists in Chinese history. It is not scientific. You want to be like that? You want to be people telling you Wing Chun 1850s is a snake oil. It never exists. It's not scientific. It is just some kinds of fantasy. And you want like that? You want like that to live like that forever thereon when people expose you here? I don't. And there is no need to live like that. Why? We have plenty of evidence. Only the historical evidence and scientific verification can save us. Not that I am the best fighter. You see somebody doing something, you say, well, I want to fight you. Not those. Because under high quality investigations, what you need is historical facts and evidence. Nobody give you face. So this is what I like to share with you. Don't take it lightly. This time it is real. The entire thing can get wiped out.